So we are asked on number 47 to find the derivative of the sine of e to the x. Now here's the problem that some of you may have on this. You may say, well, is that box? It is, but then some other people say, well, this is box, because that's inside of the sine also. So the question is, what do you choose for your box? That can be confusing. So let me give you a little analogy. Once upon a time, there was a little fishy. See little fishy? He's a little fishy, but there was a bigger fishy chasing little fishy. Poor little fishy. But then there was a bigger fishy chasing medium-sized fishy. So what happens in the end? In the end, you have big fishy. He got a little smaller. Let me fix him. He's bigger than that. You have big fishy, but inside of big fishy, you have medium fishy. But inside medium fishy, you have baby fishy. You have a fish and a fish and a fish. That's what you have here. Baby fish, medium fish, inside of big fish. So when you're doing chain rule, you work from the outside in. The box, you look inside of the big fish. What's inside of the big fish? That's inside. So we are going to choose inside of the big fish to be our box. We work outside in. That's how we do this. So if you ever wonder, I have too many choices for my box, for my U, you look and see what the biggest fish ate. I want the big fish, not the small fish. All right, so that's hopefully helpful in choosing your box. So here's the derivative. So what's the derivative of sine of box? Cosine of box. So we do cosine of box. So this is my box, but we also have to multiply by the derivative of box. Well, let's look at the derivative of box. This is a double chain rule. So the derivative of this has to go here, but you notice the derivative is sine of box. You have another chain rule. What's the derivative of sine of box? You should say that's cosine of box, but then you always have to multiply by the derivative of your box. Well, what's the derivative of e to the x? I am my own grandpa. So that is my answer. I'm just going to rearrange it. Let me get rid of all those red things because they're kind of distracting. So you could leave it like that, but for me, it's prettier having the e to the x in front. And then, I don't know, I like it better to have my cosine of e to the x next, and then the cosine of the sine of e to the x last. I don't know, it doesn't matter, but that's how I choose to arrange them. And that's number 47.